Hello everyone on YouTube. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm just going to be talking to you about my free trade investment ISA. It's something I started, I believe, around I think April, May this year, and yeah, I've just been putting money in over time, and just going to be talking through basically my portfolio and my performance throughout the year, and just yeah go through my stocks. Possibly going to be giving you a weekly updates. Hopefully as well, we're gonna spin out of weekly updates and go into like valuable information in terms of investing, possibly with my strategies, and just general updates on the market. Basically, this is something that has become like a hobby for me, and yeah, I just thought I'd just share what I'm doing basically. So essentially, this is gonna be like a vlog, and obviously disclaimer: if you're gonna join, the investment wagon, then obviously do your own, investigation, do your own stock analysis, and just don't follow like just don't follow what you see on my portfolio, because obviously I've got my strategy that works for me, so you need to find what works for you as well. So obviously you can see my portfolio. I've got 5,598 pounds, 42 pence, and for this year so far, I'm up by 444 pounds, 21 pence. Excuse me. So at the moment I've got Pfizer, 26 shares of Pfizer. I I'm down 0.35%, which is 2.73 pounds basically. I'm not too worried about Pfizer actually. They're a pretty solid company. They had a dip sometime this year, and they're just slowly climbing up. They're gonna come back, I believe. They're kind of diving into a lot of things, including some interesting areas in biotherapeutics or biopharmaceuticals, which is kind of a big deal, and it's quite interesting actually to look into. AbbVie as well. So AbbVie, I am up 21.36%, which is giving me like 119. Quite a nice return from that actually. Yeah, this AbbVie is looking good. Disney, I've made quite a bit of money from Disney because I did buy it earlier on, when it was about 100, not when it was about $100, and I sold it when it got to like 140. And I bought it again because I believe that it's still got more space to actually appreciate in value. As the streaming service catches on, because I think they've got a lot of shows, and I think it was actually only released in America at that point, and they're starting to slowly release it. I think in the UK it's going to be released on sometime in March or something next year. So that's just basically more growth, and people are quite excited about it in general. BP, obviously everyone knows there's a bit of hassle with the oil and gas industry. There's like a love and hate relationship, I guess. The dividend yield is amazing, but in terms of the stock itself, literally it wasn't doing too bad at the start of the year actually. I made a bit of money from BP, but it's just towards the end of the year, it's literally just been dropping, and I think when it I bought a bit more when it went on the £5, and but in terms of dividends, I would say this is the stock that gives me the most dividends payments. I think I get like £11 or something like this from BP. I'm down about 5%, so it's not doing too bad. If it does drop lower, I'm definitely gonna put in some more money. Just it's like a dividends investment stock. Cisco. Um, I am up 1.05%. I was down 5% a few weeks ago. I think after Brexit and some issues with Trump and stuff like that, I think the market kind of calmed down and there was more faith in the market. So stocks there rising and all that. So I've pretty kind of broken even, just about, or just kind of gone across breaking even, and things looking good for Cisco. Uber. So Uber is a tricky one. It's one of those. It's like it's it's a hit and miss. It's one of those stocks you kind of have to anticipate like 3-4 years down the line, and they got the Uber freight business. That's kind of kicking in. Uber Eats, the deal with McDonald's and everything like that, if that pulls through, I say that's a big thing. Actually, it's already pulled through. Actually, forgive me, because I did get like a leaflet from McDonald's saying they deliver using Uber Eats, so that's a big deal. So yeah, um, um, at the moment it's down 7%, which is not too bad considering I was down about 15% a couple of weeks ago, so it's gone up quite a bit. Also down 22.95 pounds. I expect this to actually go higher with just more good news coming through. Obviously, it's not a profitable company right now, but hopefully with time and just good management. I think that's basically what's required. The business, yeah, the demand is there, the structure is there. Just needs good management, and everything should be okay with the company. Micro Focus. This is a software company, and basically what happened, there was a big drop, literally a big drop, which was down to, I think, them. Though it was a guidance, then I think the revenue or something or earnings was going to drop due to Brexit concerns and all that kind of stuff, and trade war concerns. And to me, I just felt like this is it's a bargain basically, so I just went for it, and yeah, I'm up 1.05%, and I believe it's got a long way to go. To be honest with you, I think it can still. I think it's like a double bag at this one. So if it does drop lower, I'm gonna put in some more money. Good old Coca-Cola, typical dividend stock. Just bought it for the dividends. I did buy it when it was quite high. So I'm just gonna leave it for now. I'm gonna try and double down on it if it does drop any lower, like 5% lower or something like that. I'm 0.63% lower. I do get dividends about, I don't know, like £1 or £2 from this. So anyways, it's not too bad. Visa, good old Visa. I mean, everyone knows about Visa. It's payment company. A lot of people use Visa cards. I don't know what else to say. I've only got one share of this just because, me personally, I feel like the card payment companies are expensive, and I think a lot of companies are kind of breaking into this space. You got PayPal's in there. You got a lot of basically a lot of fintech companies are coming out. And I think that's just gonna take revenue away from Visa and Mastercard and American Express. Yeah, I don't think the growth is there like it was a couple of years ago. So I've just been a bit careful. I mean, if it does drop any lower than this by 5-10% or something, I'm definitely gonna get some more shares, but I wouldn't be buying it. I highly doubt I'll be buying any more Visa unless I see something quite interesting. Intel just had a big drop at some point. Probably around, where was it? Yeah, probably when it was around like $40 or something, and so as a bargain. It was when the issue with AMD came out, with the Ryzen processors, and granted, it much better than what Intel has, and yeah, you know, Intel just slacking, I guess. And but Intel's got good infrastructure. They've been there for years. They weren't there by mistake. And their processors are still used in a lot of PCs and a lot of companies. So a lot of servers as well. So the business is not going anywhere. So I just saw it as a bargain and got some. Yeah, and I'm up 20% as well on that. Auto trader, most of the cars I've bought, I usually use Auto Trader, and I mean it's just a staple platform. Everyone goes to Auto Trader to look at price of cars, and compared to a couple of years ago, they've really upped the in terms of they've upped the way the website works, and to me it seems to provide more value in terms of understanding the car market. You know, I think it's just a staple. Everyone uses Auto Trader to buy and sell cars. So I'm up 15% fundamentally, and if it does drop, I'm gonna get some more shares. HSBC, banking stock. I am up 1.05%, and up by £1.36. I mean, there isn't much to say about HSBC. Yeah, it's banking stock. BAT, British American Tobacco, up 16.85%. It's a good stock actually. I know there's a lot of issue with like the tobacco industry right now. I almost got Imperial Brands. I can't exactly remember why I went for BAT, but I'm glad I did. Anyways, yeah. Uh, Dia, Diageo, I think that's it. I always say Diago, but that's wrong, definitely. Up 2.65%. I just think they own quite a few nice brands, alcohol wise and drinks and things like that. And I believe those brands are not going anywhere. So if it does drop some more, definitely gonna buy some more. I'm not exactly sure why it did drop. I think people were just selling off shares. It's gone up quite a bit. This well, when compared to other stocks, I guess not that much. But yeah, I think it was just a sell off. I'm not too sure. Good old Microsoft, everyone knows what Microsoft's about. I'm up 13.53%. And Microsoft, I wouldn't. Microsoft has basically prevented me from investing in other, like, what's it called? Online storage, company. I've forgotten what the term we use for them. Cloud based companies. That's it. Just because Microsoft is mega. Like the only cloud companies that probably invest in are Alibaba and Microsoft. All the other ones that do specialize directly, I wouldn't want to look at Amazon for some reason. I know Amazon's pretty big, but just because of the price, I would look at Amazon. So for me, when it comes to cloud-based systems and just general company itself, Microsoft to me is a beast. Vodafone, you know, basically dropped a bit, and I did own Vodafone actually when it was down here, and I made a bit of profit, and sold it around there. So I made quite a bit of money. So I was just waiting for it to drop again. It dropped, and I got some more shares. It's just like a 5G play type thing, and I think in the UK, Vodafone, in terms of mobile network, they basically cover more places than any other network carrier, basically. So Vodafone's the one for me. Smith and Nephew, I was looking at the stock. By the time I was looking at it, it was overvalued, and there was big drops there for really no. I couldn't see any justified reason why that happened, and I wish I bought more. but I was a bit strapped for cash at that point in time, so um, it just went with what I had, and I'm up 13%, which is not a bad. It's not a bad increase actually. Where am I? Carnival. It's the the what's it called? Cruise ships. Yeah, the cruise ship company. There was an incident that happened. It was a few days ago, a few weeks ago, where one of the cruise ships crashed. Not crashed per se. There was like a little. It kind of robbed. Well, let's just call it a crash. It was a minor crash, basically. It was a superficial crash. It didn't affect the stock. And it's been rising. I think they reported good numbers, which led to the actual appreciation of the share price, and they pay pretty good dividends as well. With the dividend yield for this is pretty good, so just plans to hold it. Probably buy, I'll probably buy a bit more. After doing a bit more stock analysis, excuse me, I'm up 12.58%. Countryside, I was looking for a REIT, a UK based REIT, and to me, this was the only one I could find, in my own opinion, that wasn't overvalued. And I bought into it, and it's gone up 31%. And we've got those like Taylor Free, and we've got what's it called? And we've got a few more. We've got Landsec, British Land. Um, I don't like British Land just because they invest in commercial properties like big shopping malls, and I think that's gonna go out of fashion. But Countryside specialize in building houses and things like that. So with the whole Brexit stuff, hopefully getting sorted, or at least in progression, I think the housing market is going to pick up again, and Countryside being undervalued should actually increase over time, in my own opinion, anyways. National Express, just a bus company, basically transportation company. I had Stagecoach before, but I decided to go with National Express because the revenues were going up. Stagecoach, the revenues kind of remained stagnant. So I think one of the things I'm always looking for is increased revenue and earnings, and obviously Stagecoach was more undervalued than National Express, but you know, National Express just seemed like it had a better business and better management of the business than Stagecoach, so went for National Express, and I'm up 12.48%. iRobots, I had a big stake in this in iRobots. I think I had like 600 quid, but I sold most of it. I've forgotten. Is it Positive Investing? There's a channel that I watched. I follow on YouTube, and he made some good points actually, and it wasn't something I really saw before. But after actually looking into it myself, I decided to reduce my stake in iRobot, but just keep it there. Just keep like one share basically, just in case I happen to be wrong and things change. So if you want to see the reason I reduced my stake in iRobots, you can definitely go to Positive Investing channel on YouTube, and he has a good analysis on this. So bless him. Obviously, I did my research, and that's turned out to be true. So I'm sticking with it. This is a gold mining company. It's just basically a hedge, and it's not doing too bad at the moment. I'm up 9.68%. To be, a lot of people were buying sentiment, but to me, sentiment is overvalued, and this is one that's undervalued. Maybe a lot of people don't know about this company. I don't know, but it's been dropping. Like it was up almost 800%, and it's dropped probably about 300% or something like that. And yeah, I mean, and it's still undervalued in my own opinion. So I think it's a good company to look into as a hedge. I'll be buying more if it does go lower. This is actually what I'm going to be buying quite a bit of actually. The rest are basically, I think, I'm almost done. ETFs, clean energy up 8.75%. These are just low buys basically. S&P 500 up 6.25%. Emerging markets, it's just helping kind of diversify. I don't want to research too much into clean energy companies. I don't really know what's in vogue. So this kind of just is a good way of getting into an industry without you know like digging too deep into different companies. Obviously, clean energy is like a trend now. It's kind of everyone's talking about clean energy, wind, solar, all that kind of stuff. So it's something that's vibing right now. Yeah, I've asked. I made a bit of money from this before. Sold it, and I've been waiting for it to go back down. I never went back down. It went down a little bit, but I just kind of lost patience. To me, it's still it still has good value. I mean, a lot of people, and they own AVG as well, and a lot of people actually have these antiviral softwares on the computer. And just imagine, most of them are free, but imagine if they decide to like monetize them. And I think that they've got quite a decent potential in terms of generating revenue because of that. So if it does go down, I definitely buy more, and they do pay dividends as well. So hey. Last page group, I kind of want to shoot myself in the foot for this one because I was gonna buy it when it was pretty much down there, but I didn't have enough money then. I think I'd invested most of my money elsewhere. And yeah, I think it's a recruitment company, and good balance sheets, good, everything basically. And I think with the whole Brexit issue kind of dying off and things like that, and there have been growth reported in terms of job growth and all that kind of stuff. It's just basically shot back up. So I'm up 2.53%. If this goes back down, definitely gonna buy it, buy some more, and yeah, I think that's it. So I've obviously sold. Let me see my activities. I sold iRobots, and I'm gonna buy Red Roll, and I think I'm placing some orders actually. Let's have a look. Yeah, so I'm gonna buy some more Vodafone, Red Roll, and some more Coca-Cola. And I've kind of like this amount of money to be in my account because I think in the next, usually towards the end of the year or the start of the year, it's usually like a sell-off. I know the market's it's been stagnant for a few months, so maybe that might not happen. But I think this is a typical trend that I don't know, like this December time or probably January, February, there's a bit of a sell-off. So I'm just gonna wait for that, and after that sell-off, then if there is one, anyways, then I'll start buying shares again. But yeah, we'll just wait and see. So thanks guys. That's it. I've got quite a few shares. I'm gonna be selling a few of them in due time. Some of them are just for a quick trade. And some of them, most of the dividend ones, there are ones I'm gonna hold and build on over time. So yeah, just thanks for listening to my waffle, and obviously I'll be coming up with this every week, hopefully. And I wish everyone a happy New Year, and hope you had a really lovely Christmas as well. And I'll be catching you next week. Obviously, I'm gonna end it with this. If you like this, and it would be great if you could show some support by subscribing or liking the video, maybe hitting the notification button, and just do what you do. So I appreciate it. All right, take care guys, peace.